We're back here at Struggle Bus Farm. My name's Bill, and today we're going to be working on this 95 Nissan pickup, replacing the shocks. I think it's still got the factory shocks on it from 95. Anyhow, we're going to see what kind of struggle this is and get on down the road with it. Here we go. We grabbed a small pile of tools. Hopefully this is all we'll need. We're going to crawl under here and let's get started. And here we go. Here we have the replacement shock, ready to go. Grabbed an assortment of wrenches, as I wasn't sure what size this was. 16. It'd be an 18. Okay. Uh, 18 socket. No, it's not an 18. Absolutely love this freaking 3/4 inch DeWalt impact. Put a 1/2 inch reducer on it and let she just cracks stuff loose all day long. Put you 18. I was talking about the DeWalt impact 3/4 inch drive. Thing's amazing. It cracks stuff loose all day long. It'll even do 33 millimeter semi truck lug nuts. It's a struggle for it, but it will do it. Come on, play nice. Boy, that bolt's getting hot, stud. I'm wearing my Z-Cut t-shirt that I got from Zach over at Z-Cut Machine Shop in Arizona. Or no, Hobbs, New Mexico. Anyhow, I should have changed my clothes before I went and did this, but I'm wearing this Z-Cut shirt. And he's found on, I believe, YouTube. I watch him on Instagram. He's amazing at what he does. He's fast, and he's a good machinist. If you ever need a machinist in your life, he's willing to. He's a job shop. He's willing to take on just about anything, I think. So he'd probably even do mail order stuff with you. Good guy. Wiggle. Thank God these aren't nitrogen-filled shocks. I'll be out here with a forklift trying to put them back in. put a little oil or grease or something on those, but they're actual rubber ends. We don't want them to rot out from putting rubber on it. We can put some soap on them. That'll do it. Be right back. I'm off to go get the Dawn dish soap. As using oil products on rubber parts, and these feel like they're actual rubber. Using the oil would cause the rubber to rot. You put soap on it, and it won't have the same effect. It makes it slick, make it easier to install parts, kind of like tire shops using that thick soap material to mount tires with. Pretty good little trick. Okay, we're back with the old Dawn dishwash soap. See if this helps the install. Now you gotta get them off. There we go. Get them on. Get them on, baby. Alright. We'll go juice on the old finger. Ream it around in here. Oh yeah, slick her right up. I need a little bit more. Yeah, there you go. Just like good lube elsewhere. I'll bet you she slides right on now once we get this in place. Come on. Come on. There we go. Impact. There's that one. Come on. And the upper bolt nut washer. That's 1 out of 4. Hopefully we can get these other 2 with the impact. I'll have to do it by hand. Maybe. Good wishful thinking. My first time under this since I got it. I knew the little old lady that owned this, dear old mom. She got remarried to her 3rd husband and moved off to another state, and she had too many vehicles for that state. They said if you have a vehicle on your property, it has to be licensed and insured. She already had 4 vehicles licensed and insured, and she said she just wasn't taking this with her. She's like, how about I just give it to Goodwill? because it ain't worth nothing. I said, well, how about you just come drop it off at my house? I'll put it in my name, put insurance on it, and anytime you come back to this state, it'll be here for you to drive around. I'm getting plenty of use out of it myself. The thing gets great gas mileage. Well, it didn't when I had the old canopy on it. Her husband put this big old god-awful canopy. These little Nissan pickups aren't good for much weight. And it got okay. It was under 20 on the gas mileage. But now that we have the damn canopy off it, a little toolbox in the back of it. Without that canopy, thing's getting about 25 miles to the gallon. All right, there's shock number 2 off. And we'll lube this one up like we did the last one. Give a pinky and the stinky here. The stinky rubber hole. There we go. Cup side goes up, piston side on the bottom. Too bad I couldn't use that on the top side. This would have went a lot quicker. Yeah, I could have drug out all sorts of extensions and whatnot, and I could have done it that way. Could have let the spare tire out. We could have got to it. The hell with that. It's just quick enough to use a wrench here. And these are just generic Duralast from AutoZone shops. Nothing special. It's still $200 for the set of 4, but like I say, it still had the factory shocks on it. 95. $30-year-old shocks. She's starting to do a little bit of Mexican limbo going down the road, a little up and down, up and down. There's that. All right, 2 out of 4. After taking a quick look at the front of this, the best way to do it's going to be to jack it up, take the tire off, and then reach in and get to it. Let's get going. Had to grab the wife's little flowery cushion for my knees. I get too old, this crap hurts. Greatest thing ever. Right there. Okay, let's see. I think we're going to need to go get some smaller tools. Top of that. Let's see. I brought a 14 out. And there it is. 14. Top of the shock, there's a little nub up there above the top of the thread. You just got to take a pair of channel locks or vice grips and clamp down on that. Keep that from turning. Probably undo the use the ratchet side. There we go. That'll hold it again. Washer. Come on. Rubber and another washer. The brakes don't look bad. A lot of space in there though. I wonder if that... unfortunately I don't have anybody here with me right now to step on the brake, see if we got a seized up caliper. That is, we got a little under an eighth of an inch gap in between the brake pad and the rotor. It's interesting. And the other side is right up against it like it should be. That is interesting. Okay. Good deal. The bottom of that's a 17, just like the last ones. 17 or an 18 on that side. No. 14, 16, 18. This is one. I think I have the 19 under the pickup. Where did you go? I didn't leave it up under there, did I? Nope. I swear I grabbed that 19. Back pickup. Maybe I didn't grab the 19 out of the drawer. It's definitely not that. Be right back. 19. Wow, that works so much better. Actually, it doesn't feel wore out. Of course, let's just do it by hand. See if we can get this to open. No. The ones that needed to be compressed, this was it. They had banding on the new ones to keep them shrunk up on the back. The fronts are the one that needed it. Ding dongs. Yeah, this would have been so much easier. Had banding on them. There we go. We're gonna have to take that back off. Some dummy forgot to inform the employee here to put the rubber bushings in. I watch John over at Farmcraft and Farmcraft 101, and one of the things I like about his channel is he puts his boo-boos in his videos. It's not all clean edited like Shade Tree Mechanic on oh, what channel that is on TV, Discovery Channel or whatever they play that on. Anyhow, his videos are, he tends to put his boo-boos in. I used to do videos on TikTok until somebody hijacked my deal, and I used to edit the videos, make them all clean, shortened up, just sweet, simple little videos. Everything went hunky-dory. I had I just turned a camera off after mashing in a run of moonshine, and I had a fermenter fire. I know, you ask, how do you have a fermenter fire? Well, let me tell you, it's possible. The water outlet on my fermenter, which I had ran over to a pump, in between the outlet on the fermenter and the pump, I had a 240 volt, 4500 watt element, and it was plugged directly into an outlet. No control, no heat control. Just the simple act of cycling the fluids was my temperature controller. I just unplug it when everything was up to temp. Well, my brew bag had slipped down into the inlet, plugged it off, and when I was turned around, I saw some smoke billow past my head, and I turned around again, looked back at it, and I had a full-on fire going. Plastic and mash running everywhere, and it was a good old time. Not. Lost about lost about 50 gallons of mash, and you know, an embarrassing moment where I had a fire going. But back in the day, I would have edited that out. And that's what I like about John over at Farmcraft. He does very little editing his boo-boos out. And that is made, and I really like that. You know, you get to see somebody's human. You know, we're all human. We all make mistakes. I'll make boo-boos. And for other people to get to see them, see that we don't do things perfect either, is huge. A little more skishy here. We're almost there. I don't know. Let's see. There was another nut with this. Did I lose it? No. We'll just throw this on here. Make sure it doesn't go anywhere. It's probably fine without it. I swear there was 2 nuts that came with it. A burr on that sucker. Good enough. Oh, there it was. I knew there was one. Jam nut for that nut. All right, get you over here. This 3/4 inch impact, you can actually break lug nuts loose with it. Sometimes it won't. But it will do it. Once in a while I come across one that's too tight, can't get it loose with that. I think John at Farmcraft had this exact same jack, and he did a video a while back about rebuilding it. I think that man lives to rebuild hydraulic cylinders. Every time he puts a video up, he's building a cylinder. He says it's not his favorite thing to do, but boy, he sure got a lot of videos of doing it. We'll leave the video camera right there. We'll get a shot of doing it from this side, on the back side. Grab the wrenches, nut caddy. Put them on this side because I am right-handed. Take the wife's little knee pad. Actually, it's mine. That's all they had was flowery one. I Yeah, usually leave it in the pickup though. My wife sits on it. A little booster seat for her, only 4'10". Alright, we're going to undo the lug nuts from the side. Come back here. Uno mas. There we go. There's off. Boy, how nice that is. Not having to plug around the freaking airline with you. Makes it great. Okay. Let's see, we said that was a 14 on the top. Yeah, speaking of air compressor, mine's running right now. Well, so far pretty good. We haven't had to get out the liquid metal machine or the liquid metal maker, the old oxy propane torch. I run oxy propane because it's a lot easier to get propane on the weekends than it is acetylene. I mean, yeah, you still got to get the oxygen, but oxygen tends to last a lot longer. Yeah, at least with oxygen, you keep an eye on the bottle. You know when you're about to run out. Acetylene, you can burn 3 times as much acetylene as you do oxy. And I'll tell you what, propane goes a long ways. Oh yeah, I think that one was dead. That's probably where a lot of our jiggly, joggy stuff come from. Like I say, the front end was starting to bob up and down like a clown car. And caliper on this side appears... Oh, we got something funny going. Somebody didn't do this right. Wow. Okay. I'm not in the mood to screw with brake pads today. It's worked this long. We're just going to leave it. No, we're not going to just leave it. We're going to go get a big screw. So on this side, I get the camera. Let's see here. Okay, right here, this metal, you can see it down in between the caliper bracket, the brake pad. You can see it's been rubbing on the outside of the rotor housing right down in here. This sheet metal goes on the other side in between the piston and the brake pad. And it has slipped out of where they put it in, is wadded up, and now is in between the whole thing. And it's going to make a mess of stuff. I'm going to go get a screwdriver and see if we can get that pried out of there without taking the brakes off. We may have to take it off. Anyhow, I'll be right back. Make sure we're still recording. No, we are not. Okay. Back with the screwdriver. And this is where the Struggle Bus Farms comes in. Come on. Come on out of there. There's part of it. See if we can get it on with the grippy grips here. There we go. Alright, that piece of metal was in the wrong place. Didn't have to take caliper off, that makes me happy. Yeah, there's still a piece of it down in there. Let's go. Come on. Come on out of there. Come on, just a little bit more, a little more. There we go, now we got it all. Okay, we didn't have to take the caliper off, good news. Do need the new shock though. Throw the junk in the back. And shock number 4. Let's get this finished up. Let's see if the dumbass employee can remember to put the shock absorbers in the right way this time, or in this time. Come on. Nuts. That shit was in the sun and it is warm. Cup side up. There's 2 different sides to these. Big rubber washer end, little rubber washer. That little rubber washer goes through the eye hole up there. And put it in like so. Slide on down here. Oh, that sucker's hot. Okay, come on. Oopsie daisy. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. A little more. There you go. Bolt. Nut. Slide you over in the hole. Come on. Come on. Go in there. You can do it. Let's get you out this way. There we go. Alright. See, not all monkeys are stupid. Oh, we had that the other way around. Alright, let's put it the other way around then. See, stupid monkey. This goes here. That goes there. Once again, same thing, small rubber end, big rubber washer end. Small end goes down into the hole. Cup side of the big washer goes down against the rubber. One goes the nut. 15mm. Come on. That. Got a nice squish on it. Get the jam nut on here. Turn it down. And a little sticky stick. Alright. Would you believe that? I got that done. Socket for the lug nuts on. Hide the tools, the garbage. Get the tire. Three lug nuts. 4 lug nuts. 5 lug nut. 6 lug nut. And time. I guess you guys don't want to watch cleanup, so here we go.